I know that so many real estate professionals say that inventory levels is low, but once you look at the data right here with me, you'll see what we mean. Let's go ahead and dive in. So what I went ahead and did is I went up here to Orange County. So we're going to go ahead and put Orange County. That is going to be that county there. And then we have residential. We're going to do single family detached. So, I mean, just look at this chart first and foremost. So this goes back 5 years. So we want to go back. This goes all the way back to January 2018. So at these peaks, that's usually around May. So around May as it is right this second. So as we can see, it peaks. That's because it's the spring market. We all know a lot of people like to go on the market during spring, but just check this out. We had 2,500 there, 2,500 there, 23, 2,000, and we don't have the data quite yet for May, but just look at this. It's 1,000 homes did not go on the market in the last month. So when we say a lack of inventory, this is what we mean. You can clearly see the decrease in the amount of homes that are on the market. I mean, even when we were in the peak of COVID, we had 2,300, as you can see right there. Yeah, it's just ridiculous because now we have 1,100 as opposed to back in COVID times, we had 2,300. So that's just crazy. So that's new listings. Let's see active listings. Same thing. So if we go back around COVID time, let's go May 2020, we had 3,800 active listings on the market. But now we have 1,600. I mean, that's almost half. We have half the amount of homes on the market. And we have significantly amount of homes coming onto the market, as you can see. So this is what we mean by lack of inventory. Okay, so let's go into pending sales. So we have, let's go back to May 2020. So we have 1,300, right? Look at that, 855, 1,300. That's 500, about 500 less than COVID times. Crazy. Okay, let's go to close. We have 906. Okay, let's go back to May. We had about 800. So we're kind of close there with the amount of actual closed, right? Interesting. Okay, so let's talk about days on market. So right now, days on market are about 9 days. I mean, it's been like this throughout, as you can see, since COVID. It has been about, less than 10 days. That's actually been pretty normal. But we did have a little bit of a lull here, as you can see, 21 days between November 2022 and January 2023. So we did have a little bit of a lull there where it took a little bit longer to get your, or for a home to get a contract and ultimately sell. But it has been for the last 3 years at least, about, let's say, less than 10 days. So let's talk about sales price. Whoa, look at that. That's gone up significantly. So again, this is what I mean and what a lot of realtors mean by home prices are going to go up. They are. Here is the data. It's clearly showing that. And when we talk about lack of inventory, again, I've shown you that we have a lack of inventory. So, wow. So we have 1.6 as opposed to in May 2020 of 1.1. So we were at 1.1 average sales price in Orange County. Now we're at 1.6. So in 3 years, it's gone up over $500,000. That's, yeah, house prices have gone up. We're still even seeing that here. We don't see any big dip. There's no real indication that we're going to have a market crash and there's this big old dip. You can clearly see here. Now, shows to contract. So this is how many showings a home will get before they go under contract. So let me give this actually. This is actually the average. So a home needs to be shown 11 times right now before it's going to get a contract. So that could mean 11 different groups of people coming in, or that can mean, let's say one person wants to see it 2 or 3 times and then submit an offer. So this is what we mean by the number of showings. So that's actually pretty good. The 11 people as opposed to before was 16. at the height of COVID, or, after COVID or so. Uh, that was right after, interest rates had taken a turn. We were at 18, about 18 showing. So right around that line, things haven't changed too much since before the pandemic, but there we go. So this is the number of shows per listing. So this is how many showings are happening per listing. And again, we're pretty much in line here. It's about 3 to 5, I would say. Again, at the beginning of 2022, there was about 10. But again, that's when interest rates changed up on us right then. So very, very interesting. So let's go ahead and just get granular here. So let's do single family. Let's say normally let's do 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom. Let's go ahead and see what that's looking like. So let's go to days on market of this type of home. So we're looking at 8 days. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense because 3-bedroom, 2-bath, single family detached home, that's very popular here in Orange County. That's what most people are looking for. That's usually the most entry-level home as well. So it makes sense that we're looking at about 8 days right now. So very interesting. So let's go ahead and look at the sales price of that. So that is, I knew that was going to be a little bit lower than the overall of single families, but it makes sense. I mean, look, you see it's gone up. So this is what we mean when we say home prices are going up. They're going up, and here's the data to back that up. Now, percentage of original price. So this means that things are selling over asking. So the original price received, meaning this is what it means. So if a home seller puts their home on the market and it's a specific price, this is how much they're getting for that price. So they're getting over asking. Now, if we see right here, we're at 100%. That means that if a seller listed it for this price, that means they're getting that price. So we're actually slightly above. We're having this upward trajectory. So it makes sense. We are getting multiple offers still happening at this point in time because, again, people understand who are purchasing right now, they understand they understand this sales price. They understand that houses are going up. So it's no wonder that we're seeing, multiple offers. We're seeing multiple offers because people understand that house prices are just going up and up and up. So let's go ahead and see, let's do shows to contract. That's a good one. So about 13. Interesting. Okay. So we're seeing about 13 showings to get under contract. And we're seeing about, 8 showings per listing. Interesting. Okay. Let's see about month supply. Let's see how many months supply we have. This will tell us if it's low, we have lack of inventory. Yeah, so we have 1 month of homes that are single family, detached, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. There's only 1 month supply of those type of homes. So again, this is a clear indication of a lack of inventory. This is just crazy, as we can see here. So that is what I have to show. If anybody wants to know any more information about, let's say if you want to know about another city, I'm thinking about doing Newport Beach next time, but if there's any other city that you want this specific data for, go ahead and drop it in the comments down below. And I hope this information has been valuable to you. So thanks so much for tuning in. Talk to you soon.